We are some kind of like freak genius, amazing, incredible miracle that has happened, and it is crazy. It is wild that God has chosen us for such a lightning speed ascension and a incredible journey through so much darkness. We came to light, and to have remained hidden in plain sight as long as we have, it's incredible. There's no words. There's no words for what is happening. It's too big for words. And we don't need to put it into words. We can just feel it, know it, believe it, accept it, because it is a gift from God. It is an amazing, incredible gift from God. But, you know, we have to move along with it too. You know, we've got to balance our lives in the earth realm to keep up with such incredible gifts, so that we can be in God's highest alignment for our lives and be able to help others in this world as we are overflowing in abundance and wealth and health and love and healing and miracles upon miracles. So, you know, it's more than faith, it's knowing. It's knowing that all of our pain had purpose and that God has been working something and master crafting our highest soul mission this entire time. You know, it really took a commitment on our end to work through our own blockages and barriers to get here, but you know, it has to be done, the inner work. You can't just fake it till you make it anymore. This is a new paradigm, and new earth is a frequency that you must rise to uphold. It is a alignment with the divine and with your true soul mission for incarnating to planet Earth. These energies right now are incredible. And I say that every day because every day they are. But I feel a sense of completion. I feel a sense of we did it. We did it. We won. And we don't have to try to convince 3D of that or anything. We are here. Chosen ones have made it. We've graduated Earth School. And we signed up for the hell simulation. And now we have brought the light through, and we've been bringing it through. So we can actually really just live in these miracles and go forth in our lives and in this world with a knowing that God has already won this, that we are chosen, and that we are leaders of the light. So we are happy to be here, to be healthy, to be a high frequency, and to be able to anchor in this light and bring it to you. It's an honor to serve, though we had to be complete and total badass warriors, and life kicked the crap out of us repeatedly. God had to make us strong. So because of that, because of our wounds, we have wisdom. We have been really worked on by God. And that through everything that has happened in our lives, we stayed true. Even through the devil's attacks, we never could sell our soul. There was always a knowing that we were sacred. Even when we didn't fully see it, we were protected by God. And we're so grateful that God has kept us so pure throughout all the hell that we have endured. And, we're so rare, and God's really worked on us. We are a rare gem in this world. And, however much we've been through the sandpaper, we've been through the rocks, we've been through the fire, all of that, and we may have rough edges, but, for the most part, God has really worked to refine us and smooth the edges and help us to heal from what we've been through. Because, that the darkness, if it stays in the darkness, it never comes to light. And it's our job to go through that and to keep going through that and carry that to the end. Your torch, your divine spark. Because you have to feel it to heal it. So important. So in this new paradigm, we don't run away from our healing. We don't let demons take over and carry on the cycle of abuse, of hurt people. We heal it. And we heal our bloodlines of generational curses and traumas. We don't pass it on to the next generation. Our energy is sacred, and our sovereignty is with God. Wow. Wow. It's starting to get cold out, and I gotta get out of Washington. I've got to go somewhere, and I don't know where, but I need to know where, because my soon-to-be ex-husband is, he's already packed up the bird, and it's getting really sad around there, and I feel like it's getting cold here, and I'm ready to go someplace warmer to live. So whatever God's got in store for us. I'm ready. So we're looking for some direction that is going to be aligned for us in our highest ascension timeline. And we've been screwed over by the devil, and everything about Oklahoma was a nightmare for me. It was nightmare after nightmare after nightmare. Those witches put me through humiliation rituals and did disgusting things to me. But I'm not going to allow past timelines to determine the future outcomes, but I know that my energy is sacred and sovereign to God. I am divinely protected, and I have been so completely attacked by the dark forces in my life repeatedly that we cannot go through another timeline where we are going through and living spiritual warfare under someone else's rules, under Satan's rules, under, where the enemy can have access to me. There's so much I didn't tell you about the crazy stuff that happened in Oklahoma because, I'm still healing through that. I've been through this crazy matrix and this quantum training simulation and seeing the devil in all of its forms and the different ways that it has come out to attack us throughout our entire lives. It's a lot for us, but they stole our property. They were low down, disgusting, dirty, dark entities. And it's by so many miracles of God that we got out of there. And we're so grateful to our soul family and our angels for helping us to get out of there. And it's come to a time in our life that we've really tried to do everything we could to plug into our healing so that we could understand what is really unfolding here multidimensionally in this world and why we were so attacked all of our lives. Why the enemy was out to destroy us. And, we know the answer to that now. And so we're here to expose them. And that's, we're taking back our power by sharing our story and being a light. We're turning our pain into power. And it is giving us purpose. And we see our path laid out ahead for us as God has written it to be. So I want to be consistent in my videos. Maybe I should do some shorter ones and um, like 30-minute videos, things like that. Break it down in um, different topics, because we can cover a wide range of topics, and we can talk for a long time too. But we want to cover everything. I think is we try to get it all in there. But it's impossible to get it all in there, because as soon as I stop hitting record, I'm like, oh, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this. And we keep our notes, we keep our notebooks, and we um, stay productive. But because we're getting better in this too, we're learning our own gifts, and we're coming into um, integrating our consciousness with all of the angels and with source. And we've always been integrated, we've always been working this, but now we're consciously doing it and birthing our highest light into this world. Now we've already made history. They just have been trying to keep us a secret, and the devil's been enjoying siphoning off of us. And in the meantime, as we have come through in our soul missions and brought our light through and been working to help catch everybody up on what's happening, even though we've been battling censorship and all of these other attacks in our lives and in spirit realm along the way. But we know that we are warriors of God, and that all of that pain had purpose, and we're doing it. So my TikToks, I've been just kind of going on my things and just putting stuff out there and letting source channel. And I can't slow it down, and I can't I'm just always going, I'm always connected. So I need to grow in my life and in my position, as my soul is so big. We're here, and we've been here for a long time, and the 3D hasn't caught up with us yet, but our breakthrough is inevitable, and we're ready. We've broken through. Um, wow. So it's at that point now where God has just told us to just know that God's got it and that we're doing it. It doesn't mean I'm not excited to do more. While I'm here in this earth vessel, I have skin in the game, and my soul has already awakened. So we're excited that we have worked this alchemy, and that we are fully present as our highest self in our earth vessel. So we're here to do more, and we're gonna do more. The world is forever changed because our souls are here, and that it's not easy to be first, and it is lonely at the top. They don't tell you that, and it is hard, because we have to let go of a lot along the way. But that God has been guiding us and leading us along the way. I want to get back to warm weather and wearing pretty dresses. I want to get, I'm really feeling like I want to live someplace tropical. I'll have the RV, but I can't drive it. So I'm going to need help. I'm going to need a place to live, land to live on, to park my RV. I really just want a home, a sanctuary to call my own, a place where I don't have to worry about anything at all. That I can really just focus and ground myself and center myself on, growing my garden and loving my trees and loving the animals and our environment. We're done with the old storyline of struggle and scarcity and survival mode. Though Earth may not be our soul's home, it is still our home. And we've been homeless and we've never had a home of our own. So I know that God's going to manifest that for us. I know that that needs to happen and that we've been working towards it. And Kevin has been working and I've been working on Soul Mission, and we have really tried to balance each other and help each other in our lives. So, I've got some money saved, but it's not enough to buy land right now. And I really think like I want to be someplace tropical, like Hawaii or Costa Rica or someplace just incredibly abundant in natural resources and in the heart of Mother Earth, in her pulse, in her heartbeat, and because we are grid workers too. Our energy and our frequency changes things in the earth realm. And we have pull. And throughout, different times that we've traveled in our lives, the weather patterns have followed us. And that we have been able to shift energies. We've seen this happen in our lives multiple times. And we've created lightning storms too, and we are very, very powerful. So given all of this insight, it just helps really to write the list of what we need in our lives, because we are here to live our highest timeline with God. So we want to be warm. We want to have rich, fertile soil and, a real wonderful place to plant gardens on, to grow flowers, to energetically connect to the grid of Mother Earth. More land to build a treehouse community for Soul Family to get together and have retreats and come stay at Infinity Rising, New Earth sanctuaries, and to enjoy the abundance and the bounty of our gardens and of the love energy that we put into our home, to our sacred space. And when we invite other chosen ones to come out, we are elevating the frequency even higher, and we can work together to teach each other, to inspire each other, to have modern day renaissance and bring together our tribes for energy healing, sound healing, frequency. It's all love within us, and we have the power to heal and activate and help each other to being even more high vibrational, even healthier than we thought possible when we were in the 3D. And that we can heal from the old world that Satan created. So what I'm saying is that we're ready. We've got a plan of action. We've been planting seeds and watering this garden for a long time. The dream is alive and it is vivid, it is beautiful, and we have the vision to carry this through. That this is divine prophecy unfolding and God's highest will for our lives. And we are the generational curse breakers of our bloodlines to heal from the curse and take back our land. So this has to finish in the earth realm too. We have to have a home. We have to have a sanctuary. We have to have a garden. Because Revelations has already happened. And we have integrated our consciousness with God. We are all past, present, future embodied in the present. And now the end of Revelations is the end of the book. Now we begin a brand new book, and we embark into Genesis of New Earth, where we were banished from the garden in the end, or in the beginning of the old Bible. Now we are returning to the garden as our highest selves with knowledge of good and evil. We have changed this storyline, and we are here, and it is God's highest will for us to return to the garden, reborn anew, our souls fully activated and awakened and aligned to our highest mission for being here. And then from there, we will continue to grow our gardens, to expand our love, to vibrate high in our frequencies and manifest miracles into this world. I'm at a new park today and there's no restrooms here. I gotta go find one, and I just wanted to get on here and let you know some of our thoughts, some of the things that we're working through and that our guides are leading us to do. So help us out on our mission. Links are below. We need resources, we need land, we need to fund this. So Infinity Rising is a mission of light, a vision for new earth. We are all here to be free and sovereign in our energies, and we are raising our frequency and leading the path to the golden age. I thank you, And I love you, beautiful souls. This is a new time. This is a brand new paradigm we are birthing. God bless you, and namaste to you, soul family. Bye.